Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I'm Ginger Newsom. I'm going to be your teacher for winter session starting tomorrow. It's a Sunday night, and I just thought I would record a little video, try to make it as short as I can to tell you a little bit about the class. I do want to show you, I'm going to share my screen. First thing I want to say is this class is completely online. We will not meet every day. You'll do everything on your own pace. Well, I'm setting the pace, but you'll do everything on your own, and we'll have our test. I'll be available every day for you to email with me or Zoom, and we can go through any problems that you have, but it is strictly online. Everything's posted on Blackboard, and so I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Let me share it for you. Let's see. Sorry. Oh, crazy. I don't know what's going on, so let's see. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, let's look. If I go to Blackboard, first of all, here's our Blackboard course. So there's two places you'll go to do your work, Blackboard and Pearson, also called My Math Lab. My Math Lab is where you're going to do all of your work and take your tests, all of your homework, problems, and you'll take your tests. So that's important. Blackboard is where all notes, syllabus, calendar, all of that is posted. I'll also email you from Blackboard. So that's where you can go just to kind of check things. So this is a great way to start. So if you may already have obviously come to this part if you're seeing this video, but when you get to the home page, notice everything on the left side is listed for you with lessons and testing information, contact hours. But on this home page, of course, right here, this welcome part tells you a good bit about the course. And before I go through the syllabus, I am going to talk to you a little bit about Pearson. I want to make sure you hear about that. But first of all, let's see, we're going to go through the syllabus pretty quickly and look at the calendar just to give you an idea. Testing will be strictly done online. You will record yourself using Respondus Monitor and Lockdown Browser. I'm going to make another video about that, just a short video that you can watch pretty quickly about testing that should be posted. I will do that after I finish this one. Yeah, you'll do that all online. And so I'll be grading your test online. Okay. So read through all of this. Please do. I don't want to make this video too long. So make sure you read through all of this. The syllabus and course calendar are posted here, and I'm going to go through this in just a second. But let's first skip down to my math lab, which is also called Pearson. I call them both names. This is, like I said, this is what normally you pay for if you're going to take this class. It's access to the online. There's an ebook, but I actually give you everything you pretty much need. But there is an ebook, and this is where you'll do your homework and take your test. Okay. So first of all, about signing up for that, this is why I wanted to cover this first. If you are taking this class for the first time and you're not retaking it, when you go in to sign up, they want to get your money and want you to pay, but they also offer a temporary code. Temporary code lasts 14 days. This class lasts 13 days. So I would suggest to get the temporary code. Unless they have figured out a way around it, the last few winter sessions that I've done, you're able to take the course with the temporary code. And it ends up not costing you anything. So try that. Now, of course, if you've taken this before, this course, or you're retaking it, you're not able to do the temporary code. But for those people who are first timers, try the temporary code. If you took it last semester in the fall, you might want to check. You still might have time left on the access that you have from the fall. So you still may be able to take this course without repurchasing. So definitely try that first, just to sign up for the course without, enter the new code, our course code, which is the Newsome 87739. And if you still have access, they'll let you go ahead and register for it. Other than that, you'll have to pay for it. Okay, so I just want to make sure I told you about that first. These are the instructions. There's lots of different ways. I honestly would go to this right here. The link will take you straight to Pearson, and you can purchase it online. You can get your temporary code online. You could purchase it using either PayPal or credit card. Okay, so I would do that first because we're starting, on Monday morning, we're hitting the ground running since it's only really a 13-day course, but that includes the weekend. So it's really 10 days. Monday through Friday and next Monday through Friday. Well, 11 days because Saturday is the final exam, right? So it's a very quick course. Okay, so try that. If you have any questions, please let me know. It's usually pretty straightforward in setting up with it. This is our course code, the Newsome with the number behind it. But if you go to the link, it takes you straight to that class. All right, so I just wanted to cover that first. And we'll talk about Pearson in just a second. But let's go back here. Let's look really quickly at the calendar, just so you can kind of get an idea. So we've got, let's see, oops, sorry. If you notice, we start like today. Oh, this is Sunday, but tomorrow, January 6th, I've set out just kind of something to follow, trying to break it down. We've got 4 sections to try to cover on Monday and then 4 more on Tuesday. Wednesday is test day. Now, the homework is not due until the end of Wednesday at midnight when you've taken your test. So if you want to work ahead on Monday, you certainly can. If you're a little late, something happens on Monday and you don't get going, you can finish up on Tuesday. You can finish up on Wednesday if you want to. But I give you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to get your homework done. Wednesday, we just set as you can finish up your homework, you can review and plan for the test, and you just have to take your test sometime that day. It has to be due by midnight. Okay, so I would suggest not waiting until 11 o'clock to take it. I probably won't be awake, and I certainly won't be at my computer. So I would take it a little bit earlier in case you have complications. But yeah, that's what Wednesday is for. It's just to finish things up and to study on things. Okay, I have um, review exercises that you can work through, and that might be a good thing to do on Wednesday to help prepare you for the test. Okay, that's first test. So we're starting on Monday. We already have our first test on Wednesday. Then Thursday, Friday, you got the whole weekend. And then Monday, and then our second test will be on Tuesday. So that's kind of a long one. That's really combining 2 tests, which I normally would do in a regular semester. But that'll be on Tuesday. Same thing works for that. All of the homework is due by that Tuesday night, but please don't wait to get your homework. Do your homework every day. You don't want to be trying to get your homework done and studying for a test and taking a test. So you've got to work it as you go along. And then finally, let's see, next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is test 3. That's our trig section. So the first 2 tests deal with algebra, like college algebra, and our last test deals with trig. This is a course for, it's called pre-calculus, which is for a lot of people, it's a prerequisite to get into Cal 1. Some people need it for Chem 105, but a lot of people need it for calculus. And so our calculus, they do want you to have a little bit of trig and obviously the algebra. Okay, and then notice Saturday is our final exam. Okay, the way I have it set up is we've got 3 tests and a final exam, so 4 tests overall. I'm going to let you drop one of your tests, even your final exam. So even though the final is comprehensive and it's longer, you'll have longer to take it. It counts the same amount as one of the other tests. So they all count the same amount. And at the end of the time, I'm going to drop your lowest test grade. So if you're happy with your grade after the first 3 tests, you don't have to take your final exam. Okay, so that's something to shoot for. But if something happens with one, you can always come back and take your final. Okay, so that's your online calendar. The syllabus is definitely kind of long, so I'll just touch on it. Let's see, let me zoom in. It kind of goes through lots of stuff, but the homework, okay, like I said, the homework is going to be worked on Pearson, also called My Math Lab. I don't give you too much to do with each section, so you are able to get it done. Please work it and not use math apps to get that done. that working it will really help because the questions on the test come from the homework. So it's very helpful. At the end of the, all things are due. Like I said, each homework is due at the midnight when your test is due. So you have that time to get it done. If you don't complete it, you can work it after the due date for half credit up until Saturday, the last day, Saturday, like I think at noon. But try to get it all done. Your homework is going to end up being counting the same as a test grade. So you really want to do all of your homework. You want to get all of your homework correct. There's no reason for you not to get 100% on all of your homework. And that counts as a test grade. So it really helps pull up your overall average. It's very helpful. The test, like I said, 3 major tests plus a final. And I am going to drop one of those 4 tests. So you actually can drop the final if you're happy with your previous grades. They all count the same amount. They all count 100 points. And you'll take them, once again, online from your own computer. More about that later. I will say there are no makeup tests given for any reason. So if there's something happens and you're not able to take your test, that will be your drop grade. After the due date, no makeup test for whatever reason. Okay. Even if it's a really good reason. Let's see. During your test, you are not allowed, this is in the green, to use a scientific or graphing calculator. I wish I had one with me, but you're only allowed to use a basic 4-function calculator that's just got addition, subtraction, multiplication. It doesn't have any of the trig functions or anything like that. You can buy them at Walgreens or Walmart really cheaply, but also Respondus Monitor actually has one online that you can use too. So, okay, like I said, the final exam is comprehensive. It covers the whole course. So it's definitely more than a regular test, but it counts the same amount. And like I said, you can drop it if you're happy with your grade. The way we work our final grade is on a point system. So let's think about it. We have 4 tests. We're going to drop one. So that's 300 points. And then we are going to have a homework grade. So that's a total of 400 points. So out of 400 points, like if you have 400 total points, that's like in having 100 average. So it really works on a point scale. And I have it listed here, as you can see. So you need 360 points to get your A, 360 out of 400. A lot of you are needing that B, and that B means you need 320 points out of 400. So if you think about that, if you were to add up 3 of your test grades and your homework grade, you got to reach 320 for your B. Some of you are just taking it and you don't have to have the B. And so this is all of this. You need 240 points to get a D and pass the course. Okay. Let's see. The testing information, like I said, we're using Respondus Monitor and Lockdown Browser. I'm going to do a small video just about that, concerning that. So you'll have to record yourself. Just make sure you have a decent computer and good internet to be able to use that. Okay. Academic needs. I think I've gotten a few emails from student disabilities about extended time. And I will definitely take that into account. So if there's anything that you need me to know, please let me know about that. Here's a picture of the calculator. It's just a 4-function. It does have square root on it, but as you can see, it's just very basic. There's no trig functions or anything. You're not allowed to use scientific or graphing calculators. Cheating, a big deal. Okay. Obviously, with taking the class online, it's just kind of a sticky subject. There's people who are always trying to cheat while recording themselves taking the test. If I catch you doing it, that is a 0. Okay, please do not cheat. Please have some honor in this case. You're not allowed to have extra screens, 2 different screens. I can see when you're looking at 2 different screens. You're not allowed to have anybody else helping you do this. You're really not allowed to use your open notes. Okay, we just need to know that you are taking the test. And I'm going to mention this in the other video, but I want to make sure when you're taking your test, like I have my laptop, I want the camera tilted down to where I can see you writing, okay? It's important for me to see when you're taking your test that you are writing, you are working your problems out, okay? If you do not do that, I'm not going to give you credit, okay? I'm not going to give you credit. So that's why I'm doing a separate video for this. I want to make sure you understand that, okay? Class attendance is kind of hard. They want to do attendance verification, and it's actually by Tuesday. So I'm just basically going to see that you've done some work. You need to log on to Pearson, um, do some of your homework, so I know that you're actually in the class. Okay, that's by Tuesday. And tomorrow's Monday. So let's see. All these are just kind of things we need to do. There is tutoring available, and I do have this posted on Blackboard. Let's see. Over on this side of Blackboard, on the left side, free tutoring available. That tells you about that you can, there is actually, let's see what it says. Let me click on it. I should know this. For winter session, you can do help through Zoom, and there is actually math help in person. Okay, so you can just click on that link. Okay, so that is Blackboard. Oh, no, I want to show you this. Sorry. Also on Blackboard, okay, sorry. Here's our course. This is kind of a main thing. Over on the left side, notice the lessons, okay? Lessons and assignments. This is where you're going to go to figure out, what do we cover each day. So if you click on that, if you click on lessons, notice I have it set up for test 1 material, 2 material, test 1, 2, and 3 material. Okay, so the way we have this online, I have it set up where we have small videos that you can watch. I've also posted notes for you. So if you click on test 1, I've kind of set it down. This in the yellow is an intersession video where I have worked out the video that it's a review assignment that's on Pearson, and I have worked out an example. A lot of people like to watch that just to see things being worked out. But if you click on test 1 material, okay, if you click on it, notice first, these are class notes. These are notes with problems worked out. This is what I cover in class on a normal semester when we meet in person. So a lot of people like to see these, and it has the problems actually worked out. A lot of people like to look at just a paper copy. So that might help you. So I did post those just for an extra something to help you. But if you notice, I have it broken down to sections. Section R5 deals with radicals, rationals, exponents. It's really just 2 topics. And I have small videos of people working out questions. Some of these videos, I'm working them out, but some of these I got from online because they did a really good job working it out. So this is just strictly just to help you. If you want to watch someone working it out, you can use these. And I try not to put videos that are too long, so they're short. So there's one for R5, R6. This is dealing with factoring, so it looks like a lot, but it's the different a video for each different method that you'll see, and they're short videos. And then there's R7. Oh yeah, this is longer. Sorry, it's got R1, chapter 1, 1, 1, 7, 1, 4, and 1, 6. Oh, it's got lots of things in here. Okay. So that's all for this first test. I know it's a lot, but that's what winter session is. So let's see. Let me go back. That's test 1 material. Okay. So we're covering all these sections. They're listed here. Now also notice this. Over on the left side, we have the lessons. That was where we got to right here. Right below, notice it says recorded Zoom sessions. Okay, just to be honest, I need to do new Zoom, official Zoom recordings, which I plan to do. These recordings came from back during COVID when I had to teach all the classes online. We were teaching by Zoom just during the semester. I think it was spring of 21. And I recorded them. I ended up using these. So if you're watching the video, you've got to take some of my wording out of context. And remember, I was teaching in 2021 in spring, not realizing that I would use this for the next few semesters, but a lot of people found this helpful. So this is me teaching from my computer, the sections. A lot of people like to watch these. I've got them broken down. I didn't do one for R5, but I have them broken down. These are my classes. And so if I start talking about, spring, something that was happening, please know that might just have to deal with back in spring of 2021. But a lot of people find this very helpful. Okay, and once again, I have it this is for test 1. These are all for test 2, all the different ones, and test 3. So hopefully that could help you. Some people feel like this could be a little overkill. I've posted lots of different things that could help you. It doesn't mean you have to use everything. A lot of people actually just prefer watching the old Zoom sessions. That's great. A lot of people like to look in the lessons, and they like to look through my notes. Like here's an example, R5. These are problems worked out. So a lot of people like to use that. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That's Blackboard for you. Over here, we've got testing information. When it comes time to test, this is where you're going to go. It's got information how to test in that. I'm going to make that a separate video. Okay, so just so they'll make this a little bit shorter. Okay, now let's talk about Pearson real quick. When it comes time to do your homework, let's see. Let me find where I am. That's the calendar. Hold on. It's Blackboard. Apologize. There's Pearson. Sorry. Okay. Here's Pearson. So when you log on to Pearson, once you've gotten into Pearson, I know this is a lot, but this one right on the left, Math 125 Online, that's our course. If you click on there, this is where you'll go to do your homework. It's very straightforward. If you go to, I think, assignment. Now, mine looks a little different since I'm the instructor. The assignment manager or assignments maybe. I have everything set to show up for test 1. So these are all of your homework, R5, R6, R7, all the way through 2, 3. It's very simple. If you click on it, to work on it, I have to do this different. Preview, this is kind of what it looks like. You just click on one and you work it. You're given 3 chances to get a correct answer. So if you answer it incorrectly, it'll tell you it's wrong. You get another chance to answer it. After the 3rd time, it will give you, see, I'll do it like there's 1, it's incorrect. 2, it's incorrect, same problem. And then a 3rd, so you're given 3 chances to do this, to answer this correctly. Once you do a 3rd time, it'll tell you the right answer. It'll ask you, you can either go to the next question or have a similar question, right? So there's no reason for you not to get everything correct. Like you're never going to run out of chances to get this thing correct. So you should get hundreds. Next question, you go to the next. Notice that there's a red X. So if you have a red X, that means you don't have it correct. And you'll get a green check if you do get it correct. You obviously want to get all green checks. And that's simply how it works. Okay, and so that is Pearson. Okay, let's see. Let me show you something real quick while we're here. If you go down, notice we have review for test 1. Okay, so this is just a review. It's a bunch of problems, and this is the one that on Blackboard, I've posted a video of me working out this review for you. So you can watch me working out similar questions. That's a lot of people that helps to prepare for their test. Notice this Respondus Monitor Lockdown Browser pretest. Okay, I just wanted to show you this, and I will talk about it in the other video, but I set this up. It is not really a test, but it's something that you want to go ahead and do. I would do this the first day. And what it does is it takes you through the steps of setting up Respondus Monitor and Lockdown Browser. They're going to ask you to download it. You just want to make sure There's no complications. You get your computer ready to go. I think I ask you one question that's like a true false question. It has nothing to do with math, but it's just a pre-test that's forcing you to go through and get locked down and responders all set up and ready to go for when you do take your test. I would do this early in case you're having trouble with your computer. Don't wait to do this until it's time to take your test. So once you've done this, then you'll know when it's time to take test one. This will all be set up and ready to go. That makes sense. Yeah, there's just been people in the past who have waited and then all of a sudden they're not able to, it's just problems and they can't take your test because until you take this test, it's not going to let you take test one. So you have to do this first before you can take the test, okay, to get it set up. So go ahead and do that. Make sure everything's set up really good for your computer when it comes time on Wednesday to take your test. Okay. Anyway, that is my math lab. I have all of it, but I have it set up with after each test, your next set of homeworks will show up. And you get to the final, see all the way in the final, you have your bonus assignment and final exam. Okay, that's Pearson. I think that's it for now. I surely I may have missed something very important, but I think that covers most of the class. Like I said, I'm going to post another video about testing. Please, please, please watch that. I'll try to make it short. Anyway, I think it's going to be a good two weeks. Please don't hesitate to email me, reach out to me. I'm going to be at home, so I won't be at my computer all the time, but I will be checking. There's a lot of y'all in this. I think we have almost 50 students, so you got to be patient with me on things, but I hope it's going to be a good time. All right. All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.